In last video, we have discussed about Sun in the 6th house of the horoscope. In this video, we are going to talk about the effects of Moon in the 6th house of the horoscope. The planet of nurturing, nourishment, motherly love is coming into the house of enemy. If you want to know more about Moon in the 6th house, keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic Astrology. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. You'll be getting Vedic astrological videos just like this one. And if you have any question, you can ask your questions on Instagram. I read all the DMs and I reply to almost all the DMs. If you have any question, you can also put your questions into the relevant YouTube videos comment section. I read all the comments and I try to reply to almost all the comments with my feedback or answers to your query. So please post your comments into the comment section. And if you're looking for readings and consultations, check out the link into the description section. Moon in the 6th house of the horoscope. Before we talk about Moon in the 6th house, what is Moon? The first thing which comes to my mind when I think of Moon is it is your mind. It is your desire. It is your nurturing. It is that motherly love. It has all the significations of the 4th house. Because in the natural horoscope, Moon rules the 4th house of the horoscope. What is a natural horoscope? Natural horoscope is when you have first Rashi into the 1st house. That is the Aries ascendant. Aries ascendant is known as the natural horoscope or a Kalapurush Kundali, and it is very important to look at every aspect, every technique from Kalapurush Kundali. It gives unique insights and takes your interpretation to the next level. Moon is your subjectivity. You have desires which creates opinion and which creates subjectivity. I like this, I don't like this. I love this, I hate this. This is subjective, and subjectivity is created by the mind, because mind gives us opinions based on our desires and our experiences, how we relate with them. Okay, getting up early and hitting the gym, somebody will like it or somebody will hate it to the core. Same experience, but the outcome is subjective and relative based upon one's desires, mind, and how they are opinionated about certain things. Moon is also about your mother and motherly love. Your home environment can also be seen from the moon, but it is more of a nourishment. Moon is all about the nourishment, and that is why it is the significator for the mother. Mother takes care of you when you are a child, and she loves you, she takes care of you, and she is the one who you look up to when you are a child in your home environment. It also signifies your body, your stability, all the 4th house things. Most importantly, Moon is mind. It is your mother. It is your nourishment. It is your opinions. It is your desires. It is your subjectivity and relativity with the others. It is all about the rhythm. It also represents the fluctuation. What kind of fluctuation, Prasad? From new moon to full moon, and from full moon to new moon. Moon is always fluctuating. It is exactly opposite to the sun. Sun is stable. Sun is reliable. Moon is fluctuating. Moon is always changing, and that's what creates the rhythm. These ups and downs creates the rhythm. Fluctuation is also one of the prominent significations for Moon. Now, all these significations are coming into the 6th house. What is 6th house? 6th house is the house of date. 6th house is the house of enemy. It is the house of animals, your pets. It is also the house of the obstacles. It is also the house of the work. It is also the house of service to others. It is also the house of diseases, arguments. Now moon is coming into the 6th house. Let us discuss moon in the 6th house. Moon is mind, and 6th house is about the obstacles. 6th house is about the diseases. So mind is coming into the house of disease. Mind is coming into the house of obstacles. So the person with the moon in the 6th house is always worried about something, because their mind is always thinking about the obstacles. The obstacles can be there or won't be there, but they will always be thinking about that. And what is it? What we call when we think about something which is not there? It's worrying. So these people always worry about the obstacles. Moon is the significator of mother, and 6th house is the house of enemy. The planet of motherly love is coming into the house of enmity, is coming into the house of enmity. What it shows is these people are extremely compassionate. They are not aggressive, or they are not ruthless, they are not insensitive. Moon with the 6th house, moon in the 6th house makes person compassionate even towards the enemies. It increases the sensitivity of the person. Now the person becomes so sensitive that they can understand even the emotions of the enemies and beyond. These people can also understand the emotions of the animal. If you have any pet, the person with the moon in the 6th house can understand what exactly that pet wants. The person with the moon in the 6th house can relate to your pet, can relate to his pet, or for that matter any animal, and can serve that animal. He has that love, I would say this as love, but a compassion towards that animal, to serve him, to look after him. That motherly love will come out for that pet. And this is an excellent position for those who are working for animals. All those animal lovers, shout out to these animal lovers. We love you too. Moon is the planet of the happiness. Now the planet of happiness is coming into the house of worries, obstacles, delays. Person is always worrying and delaying the happiness. The planet of mother and motherly love is coming into the 6th house. We have discussed about the motherly love coming into the 6th house, becoming compassion, but person with the 6th house moon has a hard time understanding their mother. It is very difficult for the person with the moon in the 6th house to understand their mother. Their mother will be disciplined, or maybe something or the other. It is not possible for them to connect with her easily. It may be your fault that you are not able to understand her, or maybe she is too hard on you. But end result is you have difficult time connecting with your mother. Why? Because it is also third from 6th house is third from the 6th house is third from the 4th. What is the third house signification? Third house is all about your self efforts. And why am I talking about the 4th house? We are talking about moon, right? But guess what? Natural Kundali comes in again. In the natural horoscope, moon rules the 4th house. That's why we are talking about the planet of motherly love. All the 4th house significations is coming into the 6th house. So for the person with the 6th house moon has to take self effort in order to have a connection with their mother. They will have difficulty connecting with their own mother. It's not good or bad, it's just that their own karma, that they have to take self effort. 6th house is the house of career. Along with the 2nd house and 10th house, 6th house is one of the Upachya house. 2nd house is not Upachya, I'm sorry. 3rd, 6th, 10th and 11th are the Upachaya houses, and 2, 6, 10, what I was telling you was the Artha Trikona houses. 6th house is Artha Trikona house as well as Upachaya house. So 6th house becomes the house of work. And what is moon? Moon is a very domestic planet. He is not an outgoing planet like sun. The natural placement for sun would be 10th house, shining bright, or in the ascendant, rising, sitting on the throne. Okay, but for moon loves to be into the 4th house. Even if it is into the 1st house, it creates the self-consciousness, but more so the nourishment part will take over. Now the moon is into the 6th house of the horoscope. 6th house is the house of work, and moon is the planet of domestic life. The 4th house again. The planet of domestic life is coming into the house of work. So these people might do something from home. They like to do something from their home. Maybe they are working from home, doing some domestic business. They love to do something from their home. They love their home, by the way. 6th house is the house of obstacles, and moon is the planet of mind. When the planet of mind, the planet signifying mind, coming into the house of obstacles, we discussed that they are always worrying, yes, but it gives them unique problem solving abilities. The person with the moon in the 6th house solves problems like a pro, because mind is into the house of obstacles, which is an Upachaya house, which grows with time, which always improves with time. Now these people have unique ability to solve the obstacles, and not only for themselves. 6th house also signifies the service to others. They can help solving problems of other people. If you have any friend with the moon in the 6th house, ask them your problems. You will get unique insights. You will get best of the advices. You will say, I have never thought about this. You are genius. Because his mind is always engaged into the Upachaya house of obstacles. Now the moon is aspecting the 12th house of the horoscope. The 6th house is the house of diseases, and 12th house is the house of isolation. The person with the 6th house moon might have diseases, might have obstacles, might have worries regarding their problems, or they may be involved into the problem solving for others. When the planet of moon is aspecting the 12th house from the 6th house, they like to be into the isolated places to get away from the 6th house things. 6th house is obstacles, 6th house is diseases, 6th house is dates. Let's take an example of diseases. A person with the moon in the 6th house who is into diseases will be drawn towards the 6th house, will seek spirituality, will look for the deeper meanings of life, will always be into isolation to get away from the 6th house things of diseases. Will go to the meditation camps, will go to the asylums, will go to the ashrams, will go to different isolated places to seek the healing. Okay, yes, this was moon as much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. But if you're starting into Vedic astrology, I have one playlist for you, how to get started into Vedic astrology. And if you want to know more about the retrograde planets, I have a playlist called Effects of Retrograde Planets here. You can check out these two playlists here in the end screen, and you can also check out the playlist in the description section, or maybe the first comment, I will pin it. So yes, sending you tons of positive energies, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.